Hello ladies and gentlemen, I'm your host Jordan Guidon, and this is my review of the Parrot Bebop Drone with the Skycontroller. In this video I'll be going over the capabilities and the design of the Parrot Bebop Drone, as well as its flight range, disadvantages, and advantages compared to other standard camera drones. If I did not for some reason answer your question in the video, please ask it in the comments below and I will answer it as soon as I can. Now let's get started with our review of the Parrot Bebop Drone. The first thing to note is that, unlike most drones, is that this does not have any sort of gimbal, like many of the other camera drones we're seeing out there right now. However, inside its tightly compact design, it does have image stabilization technology, which allows the footage to be just as stable as if the camera had a gimbal. This allows it to be one of the flattest quadcopters on the market. Alongside the image stabilization technology packed into its tiny form, it has a GPS, which will allow it to return to its original takeoff point if it gets lost. As far as flight capabilities, this drone out of the box after getting set up wasn't that difficult to learn how to fly. It has very simple controls and there isn't any fancy buttons or many settings that you have to change in order to have a good flight. However, this does have the capability to allow you to change the vertical speed, the horizontal angle, and the ability to set a max ceiling height so it won't go above a certain point. You can also adjust the exposure and the angle of the fisheye lens, all at a range of up to 300 meters with your iOS or Apple device. Now with the Skycontroller, this range is greatly increased to almost 2 kilometers, all while seeing the actual camera footage right on your device, which, to clarify, is available also without the Skycontroller. However, the experience is much improved if you have the controls outside of the screen. This, combined with its aerodynamic capabilities, makes it quite the quadcopter to fly. Even as I push on it and try getting it off of its path and, destabilizing the video and things like that, it still wants to return to its original position, and all the while the video is still remaining incredibly stable. Now, you've heard me talk a lot about the positives with this drone, but now you're going to hear the big disadvantage of this drone. Aside from the slow 10-minute battery life and the long charge time, the changing process is really difficult. You have to pull out a cord, clip in the battery, and slip it on with, worst of all, a piece of Velcro to secure it to the drone. To compensate for this, the Parrot does give you 2 batteries. The only time I have crashed this drone is due to the fact that the battery became disconnected in flight because it was moving too fast. Now, everything was fine. The drone did crash to the ground and did take quite a fall from about 20 meters in the air. Other than this one incident, though, I've had no troubles with it flying away, losing its GPS location or going out of the range of the controller by itself. If you do lose connection and have a proper GPS lock, the drone will automatically return pretty much within about a meter of its starting point from takeoff. However, if you don't have a GPS lock, the drone will hover until you reconnect or it runs out of battery, where it will do a slow landing descent. The only slight disadvantage to this controller is that it is quite large. It is very difficult to fit inside of a bag, and it is very bulky to try carrying around without the provided neck strap. However, the increased controlling capabilities, having the camera control, the increased range, and the slightly better streaming, it is all worth it. Alright, that's enough of me talking. I'm starting to get tired of my own voice. I just want to say thank you for watching, and if I didn't quite explain some part of the drone you wish to understand, or have a particular question, or need troubleshooting, let me know in the comments below and I'll be happy to answer your questions. Or if you're having trouble deciding which drone you want to buy, let me know and I'd be happy to help you. The footage you're about to see is the first flight, meaning I just took this thing off the ground and started recording it, unedited at 180p, 30 FPS. Thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy.